Absolutely. Here we go, guys. If you're just tuning in, this is the Nations Cup semi-finals, Nations Cup number 8, ETF2L. We have Russia up against England. We're starting off here on Proplant with England coming on early on the left side.
Yeah, it's quite a slow kind of start. England going up there, Ram Lakey immediately picks up guard, and Fengus is going to be playing from bats at the moment for Russia. They do drop down now. May's an opportunity to try and run across, but pressure across the point. Blueheart getting a lot of position. Walker walking really far forward as well. Sammy goes very, very low. Dixos, guard and Fengus. Sammy now going down. Darker Time runs in. He's going for Harry, but Harry will survive. But did you see Silvermaster go down?
Yeah, Silvermaster got put up in the air, thrown up in the air like a pizza dough, and then just got meat shot by May H. Very nice air shot by May H. Point is being fought over, though. England managing to be the overall winners and is able to take over the points. Did I miss something here, Harry? No, Dave.
Akio was playing on the point with like 1 HP and waited for an arrow as rockets came in. It was very, very close to going down, but just survived. We actually got a bunch of frags in that first fight as well, so I think that was a big difference maker in that first mid fight. And you know, England now have control. They have a large Uber advantage as well. Everything in their favor, really.
Yeah, and Russia's gonna have to either sack wave or do a really, really cool play here. As the spy comes in, Vic Match going for a stab, but Harry's staring him down in his eyes, but he still uses the Uber. As everyone walks in from England here, tries to clear up whatever much they can, but it seems like Silvermaster will be able to get away here with the 80% advantage, but not if England manages to pick off some necessary classes like Walker here being put on a 10-second cooldown respawn timer. That's gonna at least give England some more time to defend and prepare for Russia's next attack here. As their Uber is ready, they are gonna do something absolutely wicked here.
Yeah, England wanted to get very, very aggressive, but now they're facing off against the Uber advantage for Russia. They're going to pop fairly early. Dark Diamond and Puha both get juggled a little bit. Now he's peeking into lobby area, only sees the heavy Dick Source to shoot at, and at the end of the day, they only get that one frag onto Joe, lose a couple for their own. And the block actually comes in from England, just walking straight back in through the left side. Like he picks up Brian once more, though, so Russia can continue to pressure, but they still don't have any cap time. Well, they still haven't finished the cap at least.
And with the Uber jumping in, Silvermaster gets destroyed by the Sammy Rain of Fire with all the bombs flying in fast and everything is alongside with Joe just bombarding alongside. 1 minute left on the clock for England, and Russia has to start preparing something at least, because this is looking quite bad for them, especially for the first round. I know that England has scrimmed. Sammy asked me actually to play in the mix against them, but I kind of got baited. But I don't know what Russia did exactly to warm up or something. I don't know if you have the answer for that, Dave.
They definitely don't look quite as hot, but one player does is like he's continuing to pop heads, but the Russian combo isn't able to make much of that at all. They are walking on the point. It's only a slight advantage for Harry, so cap time coming in before that Uber is coming up, and when they're losing Joe, they're losing Dixos. Akio's not in the game either for England. They're going to rotate, they're going to give up the point. They have a big time advantage to work with. The Uber advantage is basically stalled out, but I don't think they'll be too concerned because they have a 2-minute lead.
And they are coming in with the Uber here with a lot of bombage raining down upon, only managed to get down Clav as they back down. Russia getting kind of the upper hand with the Uber and still holding on to the ground. They had Meef going down to the Brian headshot and Vicman getting burned down. That is less intel for Team Russia to know about. As the point aggression comes up here, Russia's basically backed away, allowing England to cap it successfully. Russia's gonna have to start pushing back here because it's 25 seconds left. Nice headshot by Lakey though, taking down Sammy. That is the Lakey jump scare we were talking about just earlier, Dave.
Yeah, they lost a couple of players there, Russia, but they just backed up. They are going to walk back onto it. England are kind of giving it to them because of those likely frags. There's a big bomb coming in from Joe. He gets Silvermaster quite low, and it's actually cleaned up by May. Want to get it up to 10k now. Gets the medic and the Demo Mount Pluha. It's Darker Time in behind, going for something. They're going to delay the cap just a little bit to allow Silvermaster to spawn and take it back, but Harry has 100% Uber in hand here.
May H almost on a 10k, unfortunately losing the 9k kill streak. That would have been very epic to see. But yeah, England back on the drawing board here.
stab from Akio into Silvermaster as he rolled out as well, taking him out, and it's going to be as easy as possible now for England. They're just going to use the Uber in through the right side. They clean Miaf up like he's taken out as well. Just everyone going down for Russia. Overtime is in play. Dixos goes forward, cleans up Clav. No one there to block, and England take a pretty convincing first round.
Very convincing. Russia not really warming up, I guess. I didn't look at the logs for the Russian players before, but I would assume that they did not really heat up their muscles before hopping on here, but maybe they will be a bit warmed up right now after losing that first round as we proceed to the second round. Likey landing the headshot on Brian, winning the sniper v sniper.
Yeah, same story as that first kind of mid-fight, and again Walker is getting himself across the point. As his name would suggest, Sammy, they're going on the roof, but he's taken out before we can do much. He does take out like a Garden Fungus, is launched in the air. He's going to crater to his death as well. Vikman is lurking in the backlines, but they have important frags here, Russia. They're going to probably take this cap. Silvermaster has kept himself alive this mid-fight as well, so this time very much working out better for Russia.
Absolutely, that is the warm-up I was talking about. Now it's just a standard hold on Proplant. We all love to see it. Dima getting the pick though on Akio. No intel for England, but England jumping in with the Uber, not really getting anyone. Only an Uber answered back by Russia, but with no demo really backing up Russia, it seems like they will be backing away yet again as Joe and May H do go down, and England still tries to add on to some pressure here, but they can't really do it. Brian winning the sniper v sniper, taking down Lakey, and Akio winning the spy v spy, taking down Vikman. This is some epic gamage right here as we see England proceeding on to the point here, mowing down Dixos, just shooting down everyone right in front of him with his team right behind him. Mr. Dima trying to do something about it, but does not succeed at that. It looks like it's a bit of a wipe for Russia.
Dixos just taking the heels and going forward. And now England want to set up in lobby aggressively. Sammy's far forward. There was a stab from Vikman onto Harry. Brian takes out Likey as well.
That was insane. But yeah, point taken down in favor of England. Not really caught up to Russia's timer, but you know, we're just gonna have to wait and see how long England will be holding on to that, since Russia is probably fully warmed up right now, and they do have an Uber ready to shock England, proving who is the boss right now as they start walking up and aggressing upon the point here. Nice headshot by Brian, taking that Bluxa from Russia. Uber is being used though. Russia is still moving on full speed ahead. They do not want to lose this opportunity they have, and it seems like they did kind of succeed at that, but Harry being able to escape will leave England at about a 50% Uber advantage, and they're also turning it back.
Looking to move forward before the Uber's even up. Sammy going very, very aggressive. He pipes Likey as well. Likey will just about get that health pack, get the beam back on him. They haven't quite capped yet, England. Just delaying a little bit for that Pyro Garden Fungus to spawn. But they still have a pretty considerable Uber advantage here, and while Russia have a decent amount of time off the clock, they're going to have to see what they can deal to break this England hold with that Uber up for Harry.
Absolutely, point ticking down, now catching up upon the time, and Uber ready for England at Harry holding on to it. Dima though, going down to the headshot by Brian. That is one less soldier, one less Sackway to be coming in. But Lakey landing the headshot on Dixos as the Ubers gets exchanged on the point. Russia gaining quite a bit of ground here, and England just trying to do whatever they can to just pick it up however much they can. May H running in though with Akio on the side, shooting everyone from Russia. Conspiracy theory. Oh, never mind. We're starting, guys. No game fears for you. But here we come. We have Dima jumping in, taking down Harry. He said yes, sir, and jumped in and managed to succeed at the sack for Harry, leaving it Harry to be down for Team England.
Yeah, and one thing we didn't really talk about was whether Silvermaster was going to stay alive, and May was able to run in and take him out. So while Dima did go in and make that play, he ended up, leaving his medic a little bit exposed. May absolutely making the most of it. So it's going to be a slightly faster spawn for Silvermaster, a slight, very minor Uber advantage. that Russia again backs against the wall. They have not too much time to work with, and they're already losing players here on this push.
Indeed, but they do get a bit of pressure, but it seems like England with the... You know, I'm not going to reference history, actually. But, okay, sorry. Yeah, England successfully defending the point, waiting on to the next move by Russia. With everyone being dead, basically, they're going to have to, you know, all just jump in and try their absolute best to do anything they can here. As England is just waiting to see what move is being made. Russia jumping in, though, takes down Dixos, but no touchers on the point, meaning that there will be no winners on Russia's behalf. And this is where the pause happened, I think, where Russia had to... Yeah, see? Pause in the chat. They had to talk like, yo, guys, we cannot be doing this right now. We cannot be doing this right now. And then they're going to try to not be doing this right now on the third round as we proceed here. England leading 2-0.
I wonder what Russian is for we cannot be doing this right now.
Yeah,
Any
Russians in chat? Yeah.
Either way, next mid-fight, Lakey again picks up Brian immediately in the mid-fight, third time in a row. I'm pretty sure on that, and once more bats roll out for Russia. They're just spamming at the moment. Blue trying to get some damage down. Now they're starting to walk towards the point. It does become uncapped. They are starting to get cap time. England don't really want to face this with Brian still not back up in the action. Dixos and Joe are both going to be taken out, but nice little shot, body shot from Brian taking out Pluha. And no, Demoman is a lot of defensive capability out of the action, and Sammy wants to go forward immediately.
Typical Sammy here, just moving on, doing whatever he damn pleases, but he didn't really get what he damn pleases because he had to back away. Dixos jumping Vikman, though, managing to take him down. Nice reflect by Clav, taking down Joe. And progression comes up upon the point with England just pressuring Dima, trying to jump in, do some damage. Manages to take down... Did he get Harry?
He got Harry, yeah. Big play from him. Silvermaster's still in fighting the action. Blue and Walker alongside him. There's not too many other players up for Russia. They are waiting on some respawns. They did give up the cap there briefly to England, but they will be very happy keeping Silvermaster alive. They're able to walk back in it, and they only gave it up for 20 seconds there, and now they're in about as good a position as you could imagine.
Absolutely. Now Russia waiting for the next move. Sammy just bombarding, sending in bombs upon the Russian side here. We're waiting to see what moves will be made, though. Despite just sending in bombs, I think like the fort will still be withheld quite strongly, you know? I feel like some stuff I might say might be taken out of context and taken as political for some reason. I don't know why. But as England starts preparing their push here, Russia is just sitting here waiting to see what moves will be made as they have 1 minute ahead on the timer, and it's still ticking down. Uber is ready on behalf of England, and they're going to start moving in. Nice shot, taking down Pluha from Team Russia, and they're going to have to answer back with a Uber as well. Clav trying to push back, but it seems like it did not succeed. England now...
That is insane!
Oh, Lakey jump scare, taking... Oh my god, I need to take a break. Can we ask for a pause in game so we can sit and comprehend that one?
Harry pulled out the nice shot, commending his sniper opponent. Certainly if I'd been in that position, I would have been absolutely tilted. May was running him down, but either way, Lakey hits the shot. They're trying to push forward now with the heal advantage, and Harry once more is going back. They're all crumbling here, England. Russia it's Lakey putting his team on the back and taking them back into this game. They're close to a minute up now. They have 100% Uber advantage. Harry only just spawning, and England backs against the wall in this round.
Yep, 1 minute left on the clock for Russia. Sammy is back on the cooking board with the Uber disadvantage, though, so they're going to have to start cooking his sack weight, perhaps. I haven't seen that coming in. Sammy gets lodged up in the air, but the Uber gets forced, though, by, I assume, would be Joe. Very well played by Joe Mama right there, as the Uber is used. Advantage, big advantage for England. We're just going to have to see what England will have to decide and do with this advantage. Actually, Pluxa does go down to the Brian headshot, and the bomb comes in. Actually, a sack wave comes in from a lot of Russian players, but it does not seem like it will be much of a success, and basically England gets it for free.
Yeah, it's a little mini sack just to try and block the point, provide an attempt onto Harry as they were getting the important players out of there. But Dima kind of just got launched, didn't get much position at all in towards the point, not any real threat of him getting onto the enemy medics. So they're going to have another attempt here, Russia. They do have a minute lead. They are but Uber here, so they can trade if they want. And Dima's actually going to take out Sammy on the roof before the trade even comes in. It looks like a much better trade here for Russia. May's able to pick up the Pyro Clav, but that's not too much else going right for England until Joe goes in. Takes out Silvermaster. Harry looks nice and safe in his position, so it looks like England will hold on for now, but there are a few Russians lurking, ready to go for something aggressive here.
They do want to jump up here, do whatever they can. Lon getting the Dima pick, though, with the Frontier Justice Revenge crits. We love seeing those as usual. Love the Frontier Justice as an engineer main, you know. It's just very nice weapon. Russia coming on, though, through the shutter, ready to show England who is the boss, as a lot of pipe gets spammed upon Silvermaster. Mayage finishes him off with the pistol. This is very, very, very bad for Russia, as Dima flies in here, tries to get whatever damage, and does just get bombed and gets downed, just like in Fortnite.
Yeah, the Russians are struggling a little bit at the moment. They had a large lead in this round, but just haven't put it together the last kind of minute or so. And now, suddenly they're with the ones with the backs against the wall. Just 10 seconds left. Harry has Uber. He has had no pressure onto him recently at all. One last attempt at the Russia. The Uber is out nice and early from England. They're going to pick up Darkaton. They're going to pick up Dima. Sammy and Brian both get dropped at the tail end of that Uber, though, get taken out, and England have crumbled. How have all these players gone down? There's a wrangled mini-sentry doing the work. Harry goes down as well. 30 seconds left for Russia, and out of nowhere, suddenly they have an Uber ready to go, and they have the round back in their hands.
This is winnable for Russia's part. Russia fans, you got to show your love in chat right now, because Russia sure damn needs it. Here comes Sammy through the shutter, but everyone just jumps Harry. Mr. British deletes him from the game. Joe goes in for the sack. He manages to force the Uber from Russia, but they still got to get on the point. They still got to start touching the point, with everyone just overseeing the point from Team Russia. Seems like England is just going to have to start rushing in here. Gets picked down one by one, and it seems like Russia will be bringing in the first round for them, leaving it to be a 2-1 for England still, but winnable for Russia.
Wow, that really came out of nowhere. There was nothing going at all well for Russia for a good minute there, but now they have another opportunity. Dima nice and fast on this mid, just going to launch himself. It's actually a bats rollout from England as well. They've been losing the last few mids, so decided to mirror their opponents going out onto bats. Going to have a buff up on Brian on that battlements area, so both teams kind of waiting for something to drop from the other side.
It's the patient game here, as Mayage actually limits that and actually doesn't care about whatever rules were just set. He's going to start getting a lot of cap time on the point, leaving it to, they could just touch right now and just win it. Joe, though, getting in a lot of damage from the left bats, and the point being capped. Very well coordinated by the team, but what was not coordinated enough is the Dima soldier behind them taking down Sammy, leaving it to Russia being able to take over the point yet again and start backing away. But nice headshot by Brian, though, taking that Pluha. England is actually gonna start moving in now.
Yeah, they force out the Russian Uber as well. It's going to be a bit longer here for the side of England. They're going to flash later. Joe's going to get a flash and pick up Walker as well, utilizing that Uber. Dima is in, but doesn't get too much. Just one kind of splash rocket down onto Harry. It's going to lower him just a little bit, but no one is in position to finish him off. Joe is playing aggressive still, but is taken out by Dark Time, opening that flank up a little bit. But at the moment, Russia back on their bats, looking for another attempt at repush.
Indeed, as they start repushing, as we see right here, dry pushing it, no Ubers on both sides, so it's just going to be a fair little fight. No cheating here, but Harry getting headshot yet again by Lakey. Lakey jump scare as usual. Lakey just doing whatever he damn pleases as usual.
He's nuts, man. Just getting aggressive on the point, taking out the medic. Thought he was safe, thought he was out of the sightline, but if a sniper's going to run over to your side of the map, the sightlines are flipped on their head, and there we go, Likey. Putting Russia back in the driving seat. They have 100%. They're playing really passive, expecting a sack wave to come in for England. England aren't sure whether they're going to go for a sack or going to apply some cap time. Agro is probably calling that the medic is nice and far back, but Sammy and Joe jump in regardless. They actually pick up Pluha, so it's not the end of the world. They're applying some cap time. If Sammy can keep himself alive, no, he can't. Darker Time runs in, cleans him up. They're having to fight this without all of their gamers here, though, Russia. They've got no flank. Pluha's only just spawning, so Dixos can apply some pressure, but at the moment, Russia are holding on to that Uber, and Harry went down as well.
Yeah, I didn't notice either. I don't know, probably Lakey yet again. I would not be surprised. But England still moves on despite losing their dear Mr. British, Harry, but does not succeed at taking the point. They will actually come back though and take whatever they tried getting, as many players are dead from Team Russia. And ooh, Dima flying in though, trying to take down Harry once again, but no luck again. I say again a lot.
No worries. Anyway, they're rotating to bats here, Russia. England are kind of stuck on their own bats at the moment, so it's almost like back in that mid-fight situation. Darker Time's going to utilize that, just walk on the point a little bit. But Brian picks up Silver Master as he tries to move away. The sightlines are changed when they have that sniper on that battlement's area. Dima is now jumping in, trying to get down onto Harry. There's a Pyro there. There's a Spy there as well. Just too many players. They super hard commit. They take Harry out. Fungus is taken out as well. And Uber advantage back in Russia's favour, although England still hold the point.
They tried doing whatever they can. Wickman getting a nice shot, taking down Brian. Now it's England's still ticking down on the point, so that's going to be one sniper advantage for Russia to be walking up with here. A lot of spam coming down upon the England team as Sammy and Dixos do go down, but Silvermaster, how did Silvermaster die? He got stabbed by Akio, actually. Insane gameplay by Akio as usual. I feel like Akio's been doing a lot this game.
Yeah, he's continuing to do work. He finds Vickman as well. He's up to a 7k this round. That's a damn impressive stuff running the Dead Ringer, I think, as well. And not something you commonly see on this map. It's not super popular, but he's making it work for sure. He's being a nuisance, continuing to find frags both with the gun and the knife. And now Russia having to have another go at it. They're up on the Quid Squeak. Harry doesn't have Uber yet, so it's a dry fight at the moment. Dima finds May on the roof as well. Vickman running in is able to gun down Brian. The frags are going very much in Russia's favour. They're going to take the cap, going to back up to their own side. They have a KritzKast ready to go and only a slight time disadvantage.
Indeed. Point taken down in favor of Russia, though soon catching up to England's time. Crits being used by Russia. No luck. Silvermaster getting destroyed, bombasted by Sammy as England just walks up here. Now they walk up here, get some cap time, starting to just tick up here, because this is Russia's not having a good day right now. Dima though jumping in, managing to take down Sammy. That's one less demo perhaps for the last fight. Map decider here. Brian very aggressive sniping here from the shutter. No, they back away here as Sammy is about to respawn and pull up real soon here. This is Russia's time to decide what can be done here, because if they lose this might be really bad for them overall, as no aggressiveness on point. Yeah, there we go. They get overtime going on here. Sammy down, but a lot of players from Russia are down as well. A lot of cap time, but is it enough, as only Vickman and Lakey are alive? Vickman just running off to the sapping this teleporter, and it seems like England will be winning Proplant, leaving it to be a 1-0.
What is that delicious
Flavor.
I believe it's
Gamer subs.
yes.
If, oh my god, why am I spacing out? Collab is not able to compete with that on the defense rounds, it's might as well be game over for Russia, you know?
Yeah, it could be tough. He's definitely hitting some reflects last game, but this, here we go. It's the second map of this Nations Cup semi-final, England versus Russia. England took the first map pretty convincingly at the end of the day, 3-1, and looking to move on to Vigil. They're going to start off on the defense. They're going to start off on red, and it's going to be Russia attacking, setting the time for this first round. What are you looking for Russia to turn their hopes around to start us off on a much faster pace in this second map?
Did you ask me that, right? Yeah.
No, I was asking the other caster.
Oh yeah, all right. Let's wait and see what they say. Very exciting gameplay. But yeah, I would say that, you know, it's just a combo game. I'd say that the Russia's combo got to step up a little bit. So, you know, we just got to wait and see what they got to do here, because it's, you know, it's up to them to decide whatever happens here happens. But Lakey, being the sniper for Russia as well, he can make a bit less impact since it's not, you know, Koff anymore. So I think Lakey's going to have to try to carry as hard as he can here.
Yeah, Vigil is a map that not every sniper super likes, but I think it can definitely play into Lakey's kind of playstyle, go in for the aggressive peaks, go in for the crazy risky plays. But May is looking to run him down, is able to take Lakey out of the game before anything can happen on the flank. They actually completely vacated the flank on the Russia side. They've got some decent cap time, the car is pretty close, but England are looking to try and hold forward. Sammy is looking to take the fight back in. They spam Walker down quite low. There's a little bit more cap time coming in from Darker time.
Indeed, flank down for England. Now that leaves the flank open and more opportunities for Russia to start pushing it, but it seems like the cart will be successfully capped. England's gonna have to back away and put up on second. Second is probably the best point. Excuse me, you can hold up on the Vigil, but here comes a big sack wave from Russia. Tries to go in and take down Harry, but they miss every single thing on Harry. Harry does not make it alive when Vickman pulls up on the streets of Detroit. Takes down Harry, leaving England to be at an uber disadvantage.
My god, Harry milked for an awful long time. Great dodges to keep himself alive with a demo man and a soldier in his face. Even surfs away from the demo man's damage, but unfortunately surfs straight into Vickman's arms, and he's able to take him out. That is going to be a drop that's going to give the Uber back in Russia hands. Blue is flashed with the Uber. Gardovan has tried to pit him, tried to take him out. He's just rebuffed the Uber a little bit. They haven't got too much purchase actually onto this second point, and now England still have control of the high ground, looking to repush. The car is very, very close. There is a spike up as a potential opportunity, but not too much else went well for Russia there. They haven't got the largest disadvantage. Harry got a late spawn, a long spawn, but they didn't get the result they would have wanted there, Russia, from the Uber.
Yeah, I'm a bit shocked how how they weren't able to do that. I guess they should have just waited and not made their medic use as a result of Harry going down. I guess you should have just waited for the Sackwave to respawn. Speaking of Sackwave dying, Agro getting a nice stab on Plaha, leaving it to be more time added on the timer to Team Russia. They're just gonna have to wait for Plaha to come back. Agro does go down as a result of that though, so that's less intel information for England as a nice stab comes in by Wickman, gets to touch the cart, so there won't be any rollbacks on the cart. Uber gets used though by Team Russia, not really any ground being gained as a result of it. Team Ingame is just standing strong and continues fighting Team Russia as how is Dima not dead yet? Dima going in for a sack on against Harry. Harry surviving, hiding in the dispenser, but a lot of players from Russia just dying to the level 3 gun, and it seems like England will be still standing on second.
No idea what that accent is, but England doing a very, very good job of just patrolling the cart. Mays tried to spam to find Vic, but he knows Vickman's lurking around. trying to go in for the spy cap, but we are very close. The cart is starting to roll back. Vikman wants to go for a play onto Dixos, is holding close on the cart. Demon's jumping in now and takes Harry out. Beautiful rocket to finish him off. They get the medic frag, but they have lost a bunch of players now, and Akio is able to pick up Likey. It's not too many players in this fight for either side, but surely England now will back up with so many casualties. Sammy might get caught as well, going down very, very low. Can Pluha finish him off? No, he will escape with 20 health, but him and Aki are the only survivors. And Dima is jumping in quite deep here. It's Walker taking the aggressive kind of pressure on the cart. Takes a couple of arrows for his troubles. Starting to make some space now. The Ubers are relatively even between the two sides. Silvermaster just healing people on the cart. Lakey picks up Sabi though. No Demoman for the defenses. Very, very bad news. Big bomb coming once more in from Dima. He's going to land on Garden Fungus, so is ably reflected. May runs in to block, picks up Pluha, the Demoman, and the Russian advance is halted. Refleks appears to be muted for me. I don't know if my...
I'm so sorry. Yeah, another obstacle for Russia to push in is the level 3 gun that is just put up for England's behalf. I'm so sorry, guys, for being muted this whole time. Yeah, Russia is starting to plan their next advance here as the Uber is ready. It's going to be an Uber exchange coming right up here on the third point, except Brian says no, takes down Walker with a nasty headshot.
Yeah, and now Russia kind of back to the drawing board. Even Ubers, the car has not been moved very well on this third point. A nice shot by Brian. Takes a Pluha, but he pays with his own life. Lakey getting revenge back on him. And now the Uber trade is coming in. Dixos gets dropped out of it. It's going to be a longer Uber for England, but they don't have a heavy at the end of it. Big bomb in from Dima as well, but he's just jumped into a gun. It's kept alive just about by Lorne, doing the Lord's work. It went down to single-digit health on the sentry gun. The Wrangler was enough to keep it alive. Now Sammy continues to put pain down on the cart. Dixos has spawned once more, is continuing to block, but the cart is getting closer and closer and closer. Oh! The stab's coming from Akio, is able to block just about.
That's how they'd be sounding when they get stabbed. Akio actually getting the chain stab on multiple players. Well played right there. Big man trying to sneak in, going in for the camp, but does not succeed at that. It gets revealed and dies at the end. May Age running in, goes in for Silvermaster, but Silvermaster will be surviving it, and it seems like the point is still not capped for Team Russia. England still holding it in. Yeah, we're just waiting and wait to see what happens here as Russia starts. Oh, nice sneak cap by Vikman. We knew he could do it, and he managed to succeed at it, but Ubers gets used on behalf of Team Russia. Manages to take down Sammy, picks Puha, continues to move on. Long jump scare, takes down Pluha, and it seems like everyone's going to start pushing in. 7 minutes on the clock from third point.
Yeah, it must have got forced quite deep there, Russia, because they didn't get much with the Uber. Taking the Demo Man out was nice, but Sammy is already spawned and they still have a large Uber advantage. And the time for third, 7 minutes, is not what the Russians would have wanted. Vikman goes in and gets Lord. Walker wins the heavy off as well, but they're not going to get too much else. They do get the force out onto Harry, which I guess was the major target of that sack wave. A lot of players play with their lives, but Russia will be happy with the situation overall, getting the Uber out of Harry. They'll get those players back in the respawn queue. They still have a couple of frags onto Sammy and Dixos just about spawning up now. But the only problem really is that the cart's still way back.
Will it be enough time though, as Russia runs up in the red room here, ready to use, ready to go? As Uber gets used here, they're starting to bomb in. Only gets the gun. Will they even get the gun? They will get the gun. All ground control on the point here, as everyone's on the side, flank side on Team England, getting reflected, getting pushed back, but they get back, basically just get bombed, and everyone from Team Russia just dies.
Walker's in the spawn door, gutting people down. They got a few frags on the England side, but England keep those important classes alive. Sammy's there, Gardenfingers is there, Joe is there with 50+% of the banner, and importantly, Harry is still holding strong, now up to 100% Uber, so they can reset the hold. And another attempted sack wave by the Russians. Bluha is in the air, no one really there to follow up. I didn't even see Dima get himself into the action at all there. So a very big fail on that sack wave, and Russia back to the drawing board.
Yeah, level 2 guns ran by Meave in some questionable spots if you ask me, but you know, let him cook. Let him cook as Team Russia is preparing their next push here. Almost Uber ready. They are gonna need something good to happen in this next push here, because soon enough it might hit double digits in the minutes here. When it comes to the overall time, as the Uber gets used, Walker solo Uber, he's just shooting and tooting, but Gardenfingers just bumps him away as with the Uber done by England, and it seems like England will still be holding on.
Yeah, Walker could hear Dixos holding very close there, but Dixos just ran out of there before the Uber came in, and it wasn't the best Uber trade in the world. Not a disaster from Russia, but with Lakey going down afterwards as well, they couldn't really get too much going, and they're not even really attempting a repush, not even attempting a collapse post Uber at the moment. They're controlling Red Room, but there's not too much cart time. Tapped a little bit by Darker Time, but not too much else happening for Russia right now.
Huge Sammy pick by Walker though, mowing him down dead in the streets of Red Room. Uber gets used though by Russia. They're walking up here, bombarding, taking down Gardenfingers. That's 2 combo members down. That is huge for Team Russia. Can they sustain this? Can they keep this up? As Harry goes down too. Point is being kept. It's up the hill. Now it's England's game to play. When they start, they cannot save it. 10 minutes 48 seconds on the clock for Team Russia, and that is the amount of time England is going to have to start pushing right here, right now.
Yeah, definitely England in the ascendancy based on that defense. It eventually crumbled, but it took Russia far too many attempts to break it open, and too many times where Russia had their moments. They got Uber advantages, they got stuff going for them, they got frags as well. It wasn't like they were struggling to get frags in that defense. They killed Sammy a bunch of times. They had a lot of opportunities, but crucially they never really had Uber advantage scenarios and good cart time at the same time, and that's why they're looking at over 10 minutes.
Yeah, do you reckon England will be able to clear this? Because I feel like their defense was solid enough to potentially, show us that they have Vigil in their hands, They have basic knowledge when it comes, or not, I sound kind of rude when I say this. Very good knowledge when it comes to Vigil, So they might really push it in here and just kind of just, I'll just say do very well up against Russia here when it comes to Vigil.
Yeah, they definitely look the stronger team throughout this tie so far. There is one saving grace for Russia, and that is we do sometimes see teams even at the highest level, even experienced Prem players, can struggle with the last push. It is probably more viable to hard hold for over 10 minutes than some of the other maps such as Upward, where you're never going to get super long times on a map like that. But this map is one where you can just really come up against a brick wall on second or last, and at the moment it seems like second is the hold that the Russians are going to be setting up for. They're going to get their gun back, they're going to get their players in position. We'll have to see if England have a kind of sack wave or any kind of different attempt.
Indeed, point being capped. First being Sammy goes in for a sack wave, gets taken down instantly. Only Pluha goes down to the May H scattergun. Now it's back to Team England to plan whatever the next move might be. Brian respawning to just now. Equal Ubers on both sides, and not much of a cap time going on. Nice backstab by Akio, managing to take down Lakey. This is huge for Team England.
Backstab is an interesting way to call it. It literally just walked straight up on Lakey, jumped on his head and got the
Goomba stomp, okay?
Yeah, got the Goomba stab. But it's going to be a trade coming out on top. It's going to work out okay for England. They have a decent amount of health. Deema's denied hard by Dick Sauce as well. Taken out. There's pressure across the point. Both heavies go down, but England will be happy with any frags going in their favour. And look, it's just a level 1 gun is the only thing there, denying them just a little bit on car, and they end up just out-muscling their Russian opponents here as England look to move on with a lot of time in hand, a relatively quick cap time on second, and looking to get pressure onto third already.
That's what I was saying, man. England has a lot of potential to just do very well on this, because we've only taken down 2 minutes so far and 2 points down. Can it be 1 more minute till we get down third? Who knows? We just have to wait and see. Whatever happens, happens. As Sammy tries cooking up some stickies, just throws it in, does whatever he can. Joe gets Walker though. I don't know how Walker got picked off, but that is a damn nice pick on behalf of Team England. Equal Ubers on both sides. Now it's time for England to start moving in here. Nice headshot by Lakey, taking down Brian. Ubers being used though. They're walking up, trying to gain however much ground they can.
Oh no,
Silver Master getting throw it back, but managing to escape successfully on the brink of death. But a lot of players from Team Russia are low, and the cap time is high, successfully capping the point. Last defense is gonna have to be for Team Russia.
Yeah, definitely some miscommunication. The Russia combo. No one was going forward with the medic there. Silvermaster, he got himself out, but he kind of had to provide a huge distraction for the rest of his team. The spy Akio came in and sapped the gun while all that was happening, and the hold on third completely given up. So it's all down to this last point. A chunky 7 minutes for England to cap it, and based on the pace they've been setting so far, you definitely wouldn't be betting against them.
7 minute defense time, surely. Akio getting the stab on Pluha though, huge. That is going to be one less demo to worry about for the next push, but we do see kind of Dima putting in the work with the battalions, just getting the battalions ready actually. As the Uber exchange happens right in front of us, Lakey gets a headshot on Garden Fungus, and it's really a battalions game right here, really helping out Russia. And sorry,
clutch battalions coming in from Dima keeps the fight alive. Likey is able to pick up Sammy on the cart as well. He finds May. Dixaw's getting taken out as well, and suddenly slightly crumbling for England. They've got a gun up briefly in the main area, but Russia looking to get a little bit aggressive. They're not resting on their laurels. They're not going to sit back for 6 minutes here. They're looking to take the space that is afforded to them and get a little bit more control back into this game.
Yeah, they gotta make the Englishmen fear. You know, they cannot allow you know, England to get more time, because 6 minutes for them to push. Russia's just gonna have to set camp and just chill here and show who's really the boss out here. As the flank actually gets pushed out, no, they're going through the main door, bombing in upon the gun. Will it be taken down? Who knows? Ubers gets used though by the players from Russia. Clav and Walker are down. Very bad to see if you're a Russia fan right now, as Pluha tries his absolute best to just bomb, but he gets flung up in the air. But somehow I missed that. Dick Sauce and Sammy both are down on behalf of Team England.
Yeah, like he's continuing to put in work. Akio is in, does get the Pluha stab once more. There's cart time coming in from Lon. Clav is there to deny. The spawns are up. Walker and Clav, those important combo spawns have come in for Russia. They do have a bit of advantage. Don't know if Harry went down or was disconnected, but either way, Silvermaster has a considerable advantage here on second, but the cart is very, very close. Clav is going to have to stay there, looking to hit some flames, looking to hit some air blasts just to deny Akio getting that spike up.
Absolutely, they cannot allow anything to happen. As just we have Clav sitting there camping the cart. They do not want anything to happen to it. Big door push. Sammy getting mowed down by a sentry gun. That's what happens when you enter unallowed territory. When May also goes in, Joe goes in. Everyone's dying to the gun right now.
Yeah, but that was Akio just touching the car as it was just about to roll back over that ledge. That was a very important cap there from Akio and keeps the car up on above that ledge for another 10 seconds.
2 minutes have ticked down so far since I last mentioned the time. 4 minutes left. Is Russia gonna be able to hold it? They've already held it for this long. Uber is used though on England's behalf. Russia answers back with their own Uber. No really much luck for England when it comes to this push. I mean, Russia still has their level 3 gun up and ready to start just stand strong. Clav almost getting stabbed by Akio. Akio getting some good cap time, as a matter of fact. He could just get touched and it'll be a successful push here. But combo members for Team England are dead. And Silver Master goes down to what? Joe jumping in with the insane, oh my god, the black box 2 tap on Silver Master. That is actually very huge. This might be very impactful for Team England, who's been already struggling, pushing last here.
They do have an Uber advantage, but the car is rolling back. Akio has just gone down. Nice headshot from Lakey. So car will just about drop down the ledge unless Akio is able to deny it once more. And the Uber's out. Clav is immediately mowed down. There's cap time while it is coming in. No one's in position for Russia and England, despite a little bit of trouble on that last point, do claim this first round of Vigil.
England is going to have to prove us what their money is about. That's not even a saying. I was just saying something right there. But if you're just tuning in, guys, this is the match point overall. If England is able to win this, they will be moving on to the grand finals. Russia will be on to the 3rd place battle tomorrow. It'll be covered here on KritzKast. Russia will be up against, or no, I'm not saying this as is going to happen, but if Russia would lose this round right here, it will be up against, what was it again? Germany. Yeah.
And the winner
that could be
faces
an exciting
Poland.
match. Yeah, and England faces Poland if England wins this, of course. So stay on your seat, guys. This is going to be some exciting gameplay right here, right now. Russia fresh out of the, I was about to say the closet, out of the shower, ready after getting mentored by Clark. They might do the most insane defense we might see right here, right now, live only on KritzKast.
Yeah, it's England starting off on the attack this time, as we do mirror what happened in the first game. Like he's able to pick up the first frag onto Dixos. Probably not going to prove too important, but maybe slow down the car just a little bit. But at the moment, Brian is running around with the cleanest carbine, I think that is, the unlock, just to do a little bit of spy checking. There's lots of projectiles being spammed. Garden Fingers is just spamming flames just about everywhere, so Vikman has to go hide in the corner, has to go into the sad corner, and is looking to maybe go for a pick onto Joe.
Very nice picks by Lakey, getting 2 so far, but players from Team England is very close and up and personal. Up to Russia, getting the car time as well. 1 times on point. That is, maybe they want to speed it up a little bit.
So at the moment, Russia just put themselves back on second. Sammy, Dixos, Akio all out in the respawn queue for now. So going to be a little bit of time before there's another attempt at a sack wave. Just getting themselves in position. Playing through tunnel, Harry's quite aggressive here in tunnel, so I don't know if they're going to be going for a trade or just a case of getting those players buffed up before another sack comes in.
Indeed, Akio just getting discovered all the time. Now she's not able to do anything at all. Tunnel push coming in live at you right now from KritzKast, though, in this game. England just not being able to gain any presence. They actually use Uber and try to walk out with it, but it seems like they got fended off with Russia. And Russia's still standing at the moment, but they're missing Walker and Vikman, and England has all of their players at their disposal. They could be doing something right now. Lakey landing a headshot on Joe, though. Walking up the hill, England coming up. Battalions used by Dima, just the battalions is huge, actually, not allowing anything to happen to just dear motherland of Russia, and it seems like they will still be standing strong on the second point.
Yeah, that was just really nice from Dima. Could just jump forward with the battalions. They knew that the small chance that Brian would hit a headshot wouldn't have mattered regardless, and Lakey was nice and safe there to take the SVS. They knocked Sammy very, very low. They cleaning up the car now. Dixos goes down. The car's pretty close here for England. They are close to Uber as well. Silvermaster's built a lot better. Joe jumps in, doesn't find too much, and a lot of players bled for England, but look how close the car has suddenly got.
Akio could do a really funny thing right now, and we just have to wait and see what will happen as Team England prepares their next push here. Equal Ubers on both sides. Will they be going for another tunnel push? No, they're going kind of split here. Some tunnels, some side tunnel. No, some ramp, some side tunnel. As they start their pressure, Team England gets forced back though, with the Russian Uber being much better, managing to take down Sammy. And Clav just burning him to a crisp, and there's still some fighting back here as... Did I hear a medic die? But Cap! Successful cap by Lon, clutching it up for Team England.
Yeah, no medic dies. Silvermaster hit a nice little serve to get himself out of a very sticky situation. Possibly if the rocket hadn't been spammed at him, Dixos would have been able to clean him up. But he gets himself, he utilizes the enemy's rocket, is able to get himself to safety, but they had to give up a lot of position for it. And they haven't got much position on third either here. Sammy going down pretty low. Walker's going to have to kill him if they look to re-push, but Clav and Dima are already out of the action. But Walker gets a second onto Dixos as well, and now they can retake the hill, they can retake position. Cart's to a mile back, another headshot rings out from Likey, and what looked very, very desperate for Russia now is looking at much more solid suddenly.
There is a light at the end of the tunnel, believe that. They didn't believe in us, said Russia. God did. As the third point is being held, as usual, England waiting to make their next move here. Uber being used on Mr. On the heavy for Team England. Sammy going down and Walker going down for Team Russia. It's really still Russia's game here. They're just sitting here waiting and just holding the hill. England not being able to do anything at all. But Clav getting backstabbed by Akio. Akio, insane stabs right there. She's gonna go for a second one, taking down Lakey. Meath's gun successfully taking her down in the process. This is gonna allow England to start pushing in more here, but Harry goes down to the Vic Man backstab. But everyone from Team Russia is basically dead, so this will just leave a third point to be capped successfully.
Yeah, I think the writing's all on the wall there for Russia. They lost a bunch of combo members, but what they did really well is just an aggressive salvage. Vickman going in for the stab while Dima bombed in. Choke Harry backed up from the incoming soldier right into Vickman's arms. They are able to take out Harry. They're able to net themselves an uber advantage even if they have to give up that third point. And 5 minutes through 3 is a bit faster than we saw from Russia for sure. But it's not a rapid pace by any means, and Russia will be happy to have this Uber for last.
Yeah, England building it up as well. 30% left. Will they go? Probably won't go for a sack wave, but Brian tried doing a hero shot. They actually are going for a sack wave, but they could not find any medics. Yo, wait, where is their medic? Silvermaster up in their faces. I don't know. How did that end up happening? I did not catch that at all. Did you catch any of that, Dave?
Not too much. I think he's just trying to go forward to duke away from the incoming sack wave. That can often be a good alternative for a medic, rather than just playing back and waiting for the players to come to you. You just kind of go under the sack wave as they jump past you. But importantly, Vickman again got a stab onto Harry while it was happening. It was almost a complete wipe for England. I saw Vickman in the kill feed. My producer's telling me it was Lakey, the sniper. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe my reading of the kill feed was incorrect.
Maybe it was an ambi headshot. As England moves in through the flank, they're trying to gain however much ground they can, taking down Lakey and Walker, with Akio and May being traded in the process. This could be potentially huge. 2 necessary classes for Team Russia to be holding with are down, so England, this is really England's game here. You can start moving in as Mr. Bloha is just spamming down pipes. Bomb coming in from Joe, managing to force it on Team Russia. Uber's not ready yet for Team England, so they're just gonna have to just wait and get that Uber, because now they have a big advantage. They could potentially cook with that, you know? Brian peeking in, trying to get a cheeky pick, but does not land the shot on Darky.
Oh, they're playing quite aggressive here, Russia, despite the fact that Harry's already up at 100%. They're using in through the red room. There's a gun taken out immediately. Clad is going to go down like he's not in the greatest position in the world. It's now going to continue to peak, but the car is very, very close. Rotation coming in from Russia, but it's far too late. And England end up with a decent time of 7:45.
7:45, much better than a 10:45, whatever we had earlier. So, I mean, I guess I'll take it. But I'm a bit slightly disappointed over how England weren't able to really go that much faster, you know? But I guess that was just the Clark map talk affecting Russia this much, them being able to hold the point for that long.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was much better through 1 through 3, but the where they fell apart was really on last. That didn't look like a kind of Prem level team hold a disadvantage. You saw how good England were, where they just rotated the cafe, kept all 9 players alive during the Uber, waited the Uber out, and re-pushed immediately. The Russians, they lost players to the Uber, they lost the gun to the Uber, they were locked out the spawn door, they lost the pyro, they rotated cafe, they didn't apply any pressure from cafe, tried to do the full big door rotation and were just way too late, and they really paid for it. And you know, it's not the worst time in the world on defense, but I think it could have been a lot better.
Absolutely. Here we go, guys. This is the match decider. If Russia does not, if England manages to defend this, they will be the winners of the semi-final. They will be moving on to meet Poland in the grand finals. Here we go. Nice shot by Dima, taking down Brian and Joe. To manage to take down Darky and Dima. So the flank is still intact for Team England, but ooh, Lakey landing a headshot on Big Sauce. That is one less combo member for Team England to be holding with. That is something that might not want it to happen, but they got an aggressive medic. Russia wants to be using here. They want to be going in here, but Bloha getting piped, getting sticky down, and you know, still a lot of aggressive cap times, and Silvermaster out of the spawn still. Sammy, headshot by Lakey, with Brian returning the favor, taking down Lakey.
Yeah, Brian's still staying there. He's thinking about backing up. He's going to take a beam, but there's a lot of players quite close. There's a close soldier with a direct hit. There's a close demo man. Probably doesn't want to take a duel in that kind of range, and they'll give up their first point for now. And decent time being made at the moment by Russia, but this sack wave is going to be an important thing. High, Tima and Blue are both miles in the air, but not a single lick of damage down onto Harry. Harry nice and safe playing back. And at the end of the day, I think the gun was probably the only thing they took out. It's back at level 1, and England looking to get a little bit aggressive, take a bit more space afforded to them, and Russia are going to have another attempt at it.
But England still has to be careful with what they got right now, because they got a solid second hold going on. They would not want to lose this, because 6 minutes basically on the clock for Russia to push. That is 2 minutes for each point. So, you know, England just have to do their absolute best, and they cannot allow Lakey to headshot Sammy. And Ubers get used though for Team Russia. Quite an early use if you ask me, which makes England return the favor, but no ground is been able to be reclaimed. And oh my god, it's an absolute crumble. Only Garden Fungus left, and he managed to get 2 picks actually. He's buying 2 seconds of time, but that'll not be enough as entirety of England is gone. 5 minutes left on the clock for them to be defending 2 more points. Dave, this is looking scary.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how good your Uber trade is if your sniper just gets 4 picks while all that was happening. He took out Sammy, he took out Joe, then he gets Brian, and then he gets May as well, the scout, and Harry went down in the meantime with that space created by Lucky popping heads. Joe is playing in that forward spawn, peeking and peeking and peeking, but already the lockdown is starting, and with Still no Dixor, still no Lawn. May only just spawning now. Russia have so much space. The cap time is already coming in. It's got one opportunity here, England, but they're facing against an Uber. They do get the force out. Harry is playing pretty close. He decides to jump out tracks, actually, but the car is already coming in, and Harry only has an engineer for support. Vikman is gunning him down. I don't agree with that decision to try and back out tracks there for Harry. I think the point was over. Should have just gone back into spawn. He goes down. There's a few spawns up for England, but momentum all in Russia's favour.
I don't think Harry had much of a choice though, because he was very... May, with the aggressiveness, managing to take down Silvermaster. What is May been on this entire game? He's just been getting medic picks after medic picks. May H clutching it, but will it be enough? Because the card is right about to cap last. Vikman getting a stab on Harry. That is one medic down for Team England as well. Very unfortunate. Oh, Lakey landing a headshot on Lawn too. That is not something England wants to see happen right now. But with their majority, all of their players except Lawn being alive now, I guess they could set up something here.
Yeah, and despite that, May clutch Silvermaster has a very considerable Uber advantage. The cart time is much better as well from Russia. We talked about that being something they had to change, and they've certainly adapted. Lakey is trying to peek in from the big door area. Everyone's hiding, everyone's just playing underneath this cafe area, but that does allow potentially cap time to come in. There's only a passive gun at the moment from Lawn, and they have the Uber ready to go. It's going to come in from Red Room. The sentry gun's taken out quite quickly. We'll see if they can get any more purchase on towards the cafe area. Spam coming down by Pluha, but the counter spam from Joe is far more powerful, just launching players up. The Russian team is crumbling on the car. Silvermaster is going to have to run out of there, but May gets a flash of the Uber, is able to gun him down.
Oh no,
but Harry goes down as well.
Lakey allowed to do anything he damn pleases as usual, just lands the body shot on Harry. Wow, very nice shot by Harry right there. And that, I was about to say England might actually win, or I mean be able to do a very solid hold, but after that Lakey hero shot, maybe this might be Russia's time to show what they can really do, as Lakey is very aggressive, landing some headshots on Garden Fungus, but Garden Fungus is still alive and well in the hospital bed. Walker getting mowed down by Dick Sauce though. And May H tries yet again to go in for a med pick, but does not succeed at that. Lawn going down to the Lakey headshot. Lakey is just being dangerous. The dangerous predator that just is hungry for constant kills. Uber is soon ready for Team Russia. They are ready to use it real soon here as the jump comes in from Dima. Uber's being used. Invasion of Russia, of Team Russia is just walking in here, doing whatever they damn can to get the ground they can against England. England just trying to gather up whatever pieces they can on the flank side. Sammy has crits ready. You know, Sammy and crits, he can definitely do something with those crits, and when he has to hit his pipes, he definitely has to hit those damn pipes.
Yeah, it's going to be important. I think they'd much rather have had Uber in this scenario, but it made sense to swap over to the crits just in case they needed them in the fight. They won the fight regardless, took a lot of casualties for it, but it's a while before Silvermaster gets the Uber back. Brian takes out Blue, the cart's very, very close. They're going aggressive with the crits. Takes out Lakey and Clav as well. Silvermaster going down. A lot of frags in England's favour. It's 50 seconds left to defend. Russia will come once more, but look how close the car is.
This is absolutely huge for England. If England wants to win this right here, right now, and make it to the grand finals, now is their time to shine. Vikman getting discovered, mowed down by a gun. That is not something Team Russia just wants happening. Akio barely making it out alive on 2 HP, getting almost taken down. Darky shooting down May H, and here comes the absolute full flank push by Team Russia. They're just gonna try to pick up whatever pieces they can because there's 15 seconds left on the clock. Lakey standing on the window side. The card is being pushed, and Team England allows Russia to just touch the card. And it'll be a third round on Vigil, the decider yet still again. I need to catch a breather and I need to go to the toilet, Dave. You know, now it's now or never, because now it's the match point. if England wins this, they're making it to the grand finals. If Russia wins this, we will be moving on to a product map. So show some love, start cheering on, and scream in the chat.
Yeah, scream in the chat and try and sound less feminine than Refleks does when he...
What are you on about?
Just an observation.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that, you know.
Right. Okay. Whatever you say, Dave.
Either way, it's going to be the next round. England are starting off on the red in the defense, and it's going to be Russia trying to set the time. Starting off in the blue, and I mean, this was the kind of setup where they set the super long time and they really struggled. Pretty much start to finish on that first round, but maybe they've finally found some momentum coming in from a much more impressive second round.
Absolutely. Here we go. Now it's now or never for Team Russia as they start off on the attack here. England starting off on the defense. I would guess that England has learned a thing or two from the previous game, so now it's time to show whatever they can do right here on this KritzKast stream. England just holding on passively on the first point, waiting to see what sort of moves Russia will make, because if Russia makes a mess here, it might be very impactful for England. And every second counts, you know?
Yeah, change up from Russia, likely going down the flank with a lot more support around him as well. Agro does get a nice little stab onto, I think it was Dima, but taken out as well. And yeah, the car is very close here. Walker's in position to probably gun down Mace. Mace so low, down to 4 health, trying to just dodge away via the rocks. How he's able, actually committing to try and heal a 4 health scout, that was very risky from him. But the car won't come in actually, because Joe and the combination of Sammy's stickies as well is enough to slow it down just for a bit. 111 for the cap time. At the end of the day, you know, an extra 10 seconds here or there on the first cap might not make a huge difference, but England are nicely set on second.
Absolutely, and that is something they want to do, right? That is the point of first holding, really, just to set up for the second hold. As they wait here and see what moves will be made by Team Russia as they start walking up the hill. I feel like Uber is coming real soon from Team Russia. Sack coming in from Dima though, forcing Harry, Mr. British, to use their Uber, picking off Mr. Pluha from Team Russia. A lot of combo members are dead from Team Russia, so England still holding on, but Russia, big advantage, 100% Uber advantage, so, you know, now it's Russia's time to shine.
Yeah, Silvermaster was holding very close while the sack was coming in. He's actually hit pretty low. He might get forced here. May is in his face. Damage coming in from Sammy. Peeking aggressively as well. They force it early in that tunnel area. It's coming out through the main tunnel exit though, but Lakey and Pluha have got themselves into a nice position and Harry can't escape. Lakey body shots him down. Frag's going very much in Russia's favour. Can they kill Silvermaster alive? Yeah, he looks nice and safe in that tunnel. There is Dick Sauce, the heavy, there is Garden Fungus, the Pyro descending on the cart. They're able to clean it up, they're able to stop the Russian. Actually, May just runs in. Oh, he doesn't quite hit the shots.
Every time seeing Mayage just run up on the Silver Master, Mayage just has oozing confidence. Mayage just goes all in on the blackjack table. Alright, here we go. Russia capping second point, 2 minutes 51 seconds on the clock. So now England, they seriously gotta consider their options here, because, you know, with so little time on the first 2 points, after them doing so well earlier, they really gotta do something here. As the sacred comes in! Oh my god! Dima takes down Harry, and Harry is on the respawn queue. Full Uber advantage for Team Russia. Absolutely devastating for the players on Team England.
Yeah, they definitely wouldn't have wanted... Oh, Silvermaster got forced really far deep. May, apparently, I'm told by my producer. It was so deep that it wasn't even on my screen. I just see the Uber fading now, and yeah, not anything at all. They're going for the Russian Uber. They didn't even get to the cart by the end of it, and not the best cart time. Harry is now back up at basically even Ubers. England are nicely set. Sammy's in position. They've got Spy Akio there. Brian's nice and buffed and ready to peak main. So Russia, they're going to have to reset. They're going to have to attempt another go at either a sack wave, or what they appear to be doing is moving through the flank with their sniper.
Yeah, and Lakey, he might hit some nasty headshots or shots in general. Battalion's up though for Team England. That is kind of huge. That's going to give them a lot of resistance to whatever it was to come up against them. Now they're just waiting here, seeing whatever move Russia will make. Both sides having equal Ubers, but Lakey landing the headshot on Sammy. Very impactful as the Uber comes in. The live at you with Russia here, running up. Responding back comes England with the heavy Uber, just trying to shoot whatever much he can, but Dixos eventually does get overwhelmed and goes down. Lon with the crits though, this could be very impactful if it comes to the defense. No, he gets picked down by the demolished classes, and it seems like England will have to back away to the last point. 5 minutes 14 seconds on the third point. Russia's time to shine right here, right now.
Yeah, it took them a little bit longer than they would have wanted, but they made it work. They got that frag onto Sammy, they traded the Ubers and immediately utilized that. So much more damage you have when you have that demo pick in the post-Uber scenario. Everyone from England crumbled. They got Harry out of there though. It's only a very minor disadvantage, so England will be happy to set up on last, and they've already got a decent amount of time off the clock, and as long as they get a decent last hold here, they'll be happy. But Sammy is just run down by Darker Time.
As cap time is 2 times as well, getting it fast, just like a car. Vroom, F1. Red room is being conquered by Russia though. They're coming out of the red room actually to start Ubering, and Ubers respond back with England, but England does not really make, or they do make a lot of it, because Russia didn't get any ground out of their own Uber. They're actually going in to claim red room, but Dixos gets punished for overextending and eventually gets punished. England holding last here, waiting to see what move Russia will be making. England lacking a heavy as well.
Yeah, it's only the one casualty, Dixos, so it's not the end of the world, but like he's trying to find some space. Demo's been launched in the air, Sap came in as well, but Pluha and Demo not being able to even get their jumps in to this last point, and if that was an attempt at a sack wave, it was a pretty pitiful one.
Absolutely. Aggressive red room holding by England though. They do not want to lose any players, so I think they just start backing away here, because Russia is ready to start pushing out here with their Uber. They have it ready, have it at their hand, and so does England, so it's really only up to time to see what happens. Dima takes out Akio, so that's less spy comms for England. Sap gun and Ubers used on Russia's behalf. Sammy going down to a Dima rocket, but it seems like England has kind of claimed a bit of ground, but with the demo advantage on Russia's side, this might be really bad for Team England to be holding.
Yeah, Garden Fungus and May both caught in red room. They got encircled. Harry is trying to get himself out of there, but no, he has to walk into Likey's sightline. He's taken out.
Any cappers?
Everyone's just run off the car.
Any cappers?
They get the spawns locked down, but they lost at least a good 2 seconds there, where everyone just left the car for no reason.
That is every pub game you see right there. Everyone just goes in, it does whatever they damn please. Nobody ever plays the objective. But I guess that's why Engineer and Scout has that job when it comes to this game. 8 minutes 5 seconds. I mean, that is kind of what's to be expected right now by Team Russia. After, their first round not doing that well, and then now their second round winning, and here on the third round, deciding map round, we'll just have to see what England can do right now to compete up against Russia.
Yeah, I think both of England's offenses have been between 7.5 and 8.5 minutes. So this is a kind of pretty much par for the time that England have been setting when they've been on the offense. So I think it's anyone's game. You know, normally if you gave me this time, 8 minutes, as a team that had defended that, I'd be very happy. I'd be saying, you know, we could roll in 5 minutes. Seen plenty of Prem games where teams have just dominated 5-6 minutes on this map, but the times have been a little bit slower here today on Vigil. You know, maybe it's better defensive teams. Maybe it's a case of national teams not being quite as good in terms of putting their aggressive synergy together. But either way, anyone's game, I'd say.
Indeed. But Vikman being caught and Akio being caught, that's one less buy for both sides. Cap time going down. We can't really go much faster than 3 times on cap, so we're just gonna have to bear with it. Yep, passive holding by Russia. They do not want to make a mistake. They do not want to goof up anything at all, so they're just sitting here waiting. But Lakey, speaking of goofing up, gets pipe sticky down by wait, what happened?
Sammy just walked into a sentry gun and went down to like single-digit health, but does survive. Is able to continue the pressure. They're going to take out the teleporter. The Vikman, the spy, is in, but I think they were aware of him. It's going to be actually an Uber trade coming in. It's slightly better for Russia, but losing Dima means they're just going to want to back up and not take an aggressive scrap here.
Indeed, as the pressure keeps going, England is not allowing Russia to gain any ground. Meathan, Lakey, Darky down on Russia's behalf. That is, oh my god, the entire combo is dead on Russia's behalf. Silvermaster has to run away, scared in the spawn. I'm hearing some very strange noises at my home.
It was a huge play from Sammy there, just firing those locker load pipes. Oh, and Dima risks his medic's life by firing a rocket at Garden Focus. It's reflected into Silvermaster, but he will survive. He will go back to the cabinet, and Russia now, surely they have to go and try and take a bit more ground back on third. They take out Dixos, who had got a little bit aggressive compared to the rest of his combo. He's gonna go down. The car is still quite a way back for England, but they've made decent time so far.
Sorry chat, that was the helicopter. As England walks in here, tries to do something with their Uber, but Russia responds back with their own Uber, claims back the ground that they lost, and England is going to have to go back to the drawing board as Sammy, Garden Fungus, Joe, and May H are all 4 down. And now it's Russia just standing up on the high ground, holding. Lakey landing a headshot on Dick Sauce. England has 5 minutes 30 seconds left to push this overall. Lon's gun is doing God's work right now, just holding the ground, not allowing Russia to make any momentum. Lon's doing really good on that part.
Yeah, some rough Uber trade there from England. Sammy just getting launched miles in the air, ends up surfing over to flank just for him to land straight in a heavy and Scout's face, so he was taken out. Didn't find much other purchase they had to use much earlier. Likey able to take out Harry the medic, so that's going to be no heals for England. We'll see if they attempt to go at salvage. The car isn't quite going to go up that slope either. May and Sammy are thinking about touching it, thinking about moving it forward. Brian picks up Pluha. Oh, and Sammy's able to take out Likey as well. Players are falling for the Russians. They have an Uber, but no one to use it on.
This is very huge, but we do know Russia is really good at defending the last point, so we just have to wait and see what really happens on the last point. But England going full speed ahead. They want to hold this. They want to get a lot of ground as 3 times cap is happening live at you. Lakey goes down to the sticky bombs, and many crucial combo members are down for Russia yet again. Sammy only going down to an Uber being used by Russia. Now it's really up to England to decide here whatever will be done. Will they keep aggroing, dry pushing it? It seems like they will. Lakey has respawned, so he potentially might be making some insane plays here. Who knows? We're just gonna have to wait and see. Lon placing the gun in front of a gun. That is some epic gameplay right there. Premiership live at you. Yeah, last point being fought for hard as hell. Uber's finally being used on England's behalf. This is really all for them up to take, leaving them a lot in vulnerability, allowing them to do a whole lot of things, but Cart not being able to be pushed up the hill is a bit of a thing they do not want to happen, but they did manage to get it up the hill. Actually, everyone except Silvermaster, that it seems like England will be making it to the grand finals. They will be fighting Poland